angels, it's Colleen from YourAngelWishes.com. Thank you for joining me. Today is December 30th, 2019, and I want to talk about an experience I had. I just went to go visit my parents, and I went to go help my mom with my sister. She has a lot of issues. She's not really capable of taking care of herself right now. She's, having just some paranoid mental thoughts and so forth. So my mom has been trying to do some paperwork for several months, trying to get some work done with the state, and she's just hitting a brick wall. So on Christmas Eve, I went down with her to the state to try to, a mental facility, to try to help get some things done for my mom. And we were there for several hours. It was probably 5 hours. And my mom and I were sitting in the waiting room, and we were arguing about something, about whether we had something completed or not. And I said, well, I'm gonna go ask the lady at the desk and just confirm. So when I talked to her, she called me back and she said, excuse me, has your sister been on this program before? And I said, yes. And come to find out, there was some significant amount of money left on an account that my sister had not used and was unaware of. And it was Christmas Eve, and it was just really a nice gift to get, because my parents have been supporting my sister, my adult sister, and my parents are elderly, and it's quite a burden on them. And so it was a nice Christmas surprise. And just as I got the news, a penny fell out of my purse. And it's a particular penny that I know that I get from my grandmother. I get these signs from my grandmother, and they look like this. They're a shiny penny, and they're the newer one. And it's always this penny that I know is a sign from my grandma. So when it fell out of my purse, I said, Mom, look. And I said, Grandma is with us. And my mom was very skeptical, but at this moment she smiled really big, and she thought that was just really cool that my grandmother was there. So as we were leaving, we were going to go to another department in whole other building to try to do some more paperwork. And we decided to go through the drive-through to get something to eat, because it was quite late and we'd already been out since it was 2 o'clock, and all of us were hungry. So we went through a drive-through. And I hear my dad say, why did she just give me all of these pennies? And I look over, and in my dad's hands were, I have to count, but there was probably about 10 of these pennies. And they were all this shiny penny. See, this is the penny that is my grandmother, the sign from my grandma. It's no other penny. It has to be this one with the newer, I just call it the newer background. And I looked down and I said, oh my God, Grandma really wants us to know that she's with us. And even my dad, who doesn't quite really believe in all of this stuff, he held out the pennies so I could take a picture, and we were just all elated. Now, I could easily brush off this experience as it really is nothing. But I believe the more you receive these signs. And to me, this is what makes life more magical. And, we're not alone. And our loved ones from the other side can send us messages. And, angels send us messages too. We just have to be open and receive these signs and believe them when we see them. So it makes life more magical to me. And I'm so grateful that my grandmother was with us, and it was even more special that it was Christmas Eve. And this morning, it's December 30th, so we're coming upon the New Year's Eve celebration. And I was a little depressed this morning because I know I'm going to be alone again New Year's Eve, and I'm not going to be with my beloved. And I had just gotten back from the gym, and I thought, I'm going to run to the grocery store so I can get a few things, and then I could come home and shower and put on my flannel pajamas, and I'm staying home all day, and I'm just going to work on things to get ready for 2020. And as I was going through the self checkout, in the little change section, there was a penny sitting there, and this is the penny that was sitting there. And again, I said, it's Grandma. Oh my God, what are the chances that I ran to the grocery store that moment and to get a penny just sitting there for me, waiting for me. And again, it's my grandma to tell me that I'm not alone, that everything's okay, that I am loved. And, and again, I knew when I got this message, I knew I had to share this with you because I know you are all getting these kinds of messages from the other side, from your loved ones. And I'd love for you to share your experiences, because that's our duty as earth angels, to spread the word that there's so much in the unseen. Well, this is seen, but there's so much on the other side. There's things that are unexplainable, and not to brush them off, and to let other people know that magical things like this can happen and they are true. And so I leave that with you in the year 2019, and I can't wait to see what 2020 brings, more signs and more magical moments. So angel blessings to you, and don't forget to go to yourangelwishes.com and make your wish to the angels. May all your angel wishes come true.